A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. The investigation would later reveal that the three armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify two vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200.
Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360.
What?
Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Now walk back to the sound of my voice. Come on. Keep coming.
All right, what's up with y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video. I hope all of y'all are good out there that's rocking with me consistently on this channel. And I hope that everything's going the way that you want it to go in your life. And I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. When I say this, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. I also got this raffle going on right now, so go down there and get you some tickets if you don't know what I'm talking about. I have a 2025 Chevy Trax that I'm raffling off in a couple of weeks, so y'all might want to go down there. I got a ticket sale going on. Y'all can get y'all some good deals on some tickets and take a chance at winning this car. The title is on the way. It's paid for, so all you got to do is do whatever the hell you want to do when you leave me. You can take it to a dealership, sell it, put it in your name, do whatever the hell you want to do. But anyway you go, I done said enough about that. Let's get into the situation at hand so we can go ahead and talk about it all together real fast. So long story short, they done found out who killed Julio Fulio, allegedly. Everything I'm going to say is allegedly. I'm not here to piece together no crimes, implement nobody, or none of that. But we going to talk about it and speak the facts that's already out there. They got 5 individuals that they want to arrest. They got 3 already, but they looking for the other 2. And basically, long story short, they were saying that they were members of ATK. And I know none of my supporters over here really know what the hell I'm talking about. This is for another audience and things like that that might want to come over here and rock with me and things like that on this situation. But yeah, basically they said they were ATK, which is Young and Ace's gang. Now listen, there's so many different things that goes into this situation. While I was watching a live video a while ago, people were in the comment section asking, damn, how did they find them? How did they find out so fast and things like that? I'm going to tell you this. If this is true, if they are the ones who did this, they were under a different type of surveillance than they were even expecting. They underestimated the police in so many different ways, thinking that they were being watched, but not to this extent. And then making songs after the fact. Young and Ace made a song, you know, and the song fired everything, you know what I'm saying? He was just popping it, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, the police ain't gonna find out nothing, forget 12 and different things like that. You gotta remember that when you say certain things, they take that to heart. So yeah, they gonna go ahead and try to do whatever, even if this is not even them. They gonna try to pin whoever. But they said that they did extensive research, phone records, I'm talking about all type of different shit, linked them to this crime, allegedly. Now, I mean, if this is true, then, you know, it's they fuck up. I mean, it's on them, you feel me? But long story short, we don't know if it's true or not. You got to understand that the police do different things, and they will put you in jail just to try to get something out of you. So we don't know yet, but I mean, shit, they did they due diligence from their, you know, interviews and things like that they just released. And I mean, they were saying, oh damn, it's not my damn microphone down. But they were saying all type of different stuff, man. Basically just saying that even Young and Ace and them allegedly had planned this so well. It's like they were kind of, you know, like shocked that they was this smart to a certain extent. You know, I'm just saying this smart. You know, I don't never think it's smart to do certain shit. But yeah, so long story short, they say Young and Ace isn't being investigated right now, which we already know he is, but they said that he can't do nothing because he's being monitored 24/7. They have a team that's watching him and stuff like that. And I mean, they should have already knew this, you know. I mean, if you're gonna do something like this, you got to go way, way, way out to get somebody to do your dirty work for you. You can't do nothing within the group anymore, because once you do that, then you know you're already being watched. They've been watching them for years. There's so many different things that's been documented about these two groups, to the point where, you know, shit, they're gonna be under investigation no matter what. So long story short, RIP to him. send my condolences out to the family and stuff like that. But I mean, when you're in the streets, you do and say certain things, there will be consequences, no matter who you are or what you think you are or anything like that. So yeah, but I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and watch the full press conference. I done said what I had to say. It is what it is. Them boys was under a different type of investigation. They didn't even know that it was this serious on their end. They've been watching him. They said that Young and Ace can't make a move without them knowing where he's at and what he's doing. With that being said, it lets you know everybody associated with him, because they've been trying to get them for so long. So yeah, that's what that is. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna let y'all watch the whole thing, and I'll holler at y'all later on another video. Y'all already know I really don't talk about these situations like this. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it in the comment section though. I'll holler at y'all later. All right.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Fulio. In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case. Today's announcement would not be possible without the outstanding investigative work of our homicide detectives and with the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the ATF. These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Elisa Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm, and 1 count of conspiracy of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm. Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville. Davion Murphy and Rashard Murphy are still fugitives of justice, and we are working closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshals to apprehend them. On June 23rd, Tampa police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. 1 person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location. This shows the lengths that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video. This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder. And they are shooting at Charles now, and you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle. It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the three armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify two vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville. I want to send a clear message to anyone that the city of Tampa is not where you want to come to settle a dispute. You will be charged, you will be arrested, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible. Furthermore, if you're a gang member, there's no alleged immunity through a cone of silence, as our detectives will find evidence needed to make an arrest and hold everyone accountable, just as we did in this case. Then, you will be prosecuted by our tenacious state attorney, Susie Lopez. Today would not be possible without the assistance of our law enforcement partners in Jacksonville, who collaborated with us and shared intelligence that helped us in this case. Their agency also assisted with many search warrants, locating and arresting these dangerous individuals. At this time, I would like to invite Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, followed by State Attorney Susie Lopez.
Sheriff. Thanks, Chief. So good afternoon, I'm T.K. Waters, Sheriff of Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Chief Burkhall, for inviting me to stand with you as we announce these murder arrests. Today, 3 dangerous criminals are off our Florida streets and in police custody where they belong. These individuals have chosen lives of urban terrorism, and with their arrests, we show Tampa, Jacksonville, and the rest of Florida, the rest of this state, that we hold violent criminals accountable. At the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we will always work together with our law enforcement partners to ensure that our communities are free of those who choose violence over peace. I want to applaud the investigators from Tampa PD and JSO for their committed collaborative work to bring violent criminals to justice. What I saw in this partnership evidenced the very best of information and resource pooling to ensure public safety. In closing, I want to directly speak to those who choose violence and those who embrace a culture that glorifies violence. Florida, Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We will not make excuses for poor decisions. We'll hold you accountable for your criminal actions. Florida is a state of law and order. Law enforcement agencies in this state will always work together to protect the good and decent people who chose to live within the law. And we will always work together to ferret out those who choose the lives of violent crime. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. The ongoing fight between these two groups spilled over into Tampa last month. Let me be clear, the feud stops here. All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. In Florida, if you participate in the planning of a murder, you can be held accountable for the person's death, and that is what we intend to do here. There were 3 people who pulled the trigger. You saw it on the video. 5 people, though, are charged with murder. The level of planning and coordination between these 5 defendants was truly alarming. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to kill. And let's not lose sight of the fact that there are innocent victims in every homicide case, the loved ones who are left behind. His fans knew him as Julio Fulio, but to his mom, he's Charles. We're fighting to make sure that she gets justice. I was able to speak with her this morning before she got to Tampa, and she's in Tampa with us today. I wanted to let her know that my office takes gun violence very seriously, and I let her know that these 5 defendants will be held accountable for their calculated actions. The defendants are in custody, 3 of them, in Jacksonville, and will be moved here to appear in court. My office will file a motion for pretrial detention to ensure that these dangerous individuals are held behind bars as they await trial, where they belong. I want to commend the Tampa Police Department for this investigation, as well as our collaboration with JSO. The TPD investigation developed a mountain of evidence, and we will work hard to ensure that justice is served for all victims in this case. Thank you very much.
I have some time for questions.
Sheriff, it looked like a scene from the movie that shootout. Speak on the level of planning to carry that out.
It's extensive, and the state attorney spoke about it, how the mountain of evidence, this would not be possible if it wasn't for our hardworking detectives in getting evidence from videos, tag readers, and cell phones. This amount of work I have not seen before, and it would not be possible if it wasn't through our detectives and through us working collaboratively together with the JSO and the ATF and the U.S. Marshals.
Chief, that game that you referenced, ATK, is led by a rapper, and in the hours after the second shooting, the release of video stating which reference to violence. I'm just curious if that rapper is under investigation and possibly
So our investigation's still ongoing, and Sheriff, if you have any other details that you want to speak onto that?
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
Any words about suspects who are out there looking for that obviously will still know that y'all are looking for them?
We're pretty confident they already know, and to turn yourselves in so we can have this resolved peacefully. And of course, to anybody out there that knows where they're at, to let us know so we can get them in custody and hold them accountable.
Chief, we've seen gang violence here in the city of Tampa, and now they're coming to one of the cities. What's the department doing to combat it?
Right now, look at what we're doing right now. We're bringing to justice 5 people in a murder in a case that is very difficult to make an arrest. It's us working collaboratively with the community, with Jacksonville, and if this doesn't make a statement, I don't know what does.
Second question, that area where it happened, around Busch Gardens, there's 74 incidents just this month alone. What are you guys going to do to ensure that students are safe and people visiting that area?
Absolutely. We have officers everywhere. There's particular places in there that we actually are holding accountable for businesses that are allowing this type of activity that we're actually bringing up to a public nuisance abatement. So we are attacking this on all fronts.
I just want to get your thoughts when you see that surveillance video. What's through your mind?
Well, if you look at that, this is something that you would originally think you would see in a movie, but this isn't a movie. This is real life, and these are people's lives. And that's something that we can't forget is no matter who they are, these are people's lives that are at stake, whether they're innocent or not, and we can't lose sight of that.
Driver! Open the car door! Let me see your hands! Step on out! Step on out! Look away! Back up to the sound of my voice! Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Turn. Now walk back to the sound of my voice. Come on. Keep coming. 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 Walk back to me.
On the Anytime Fitness, it was at 4:13 when that thing was. Isaiah 10, this is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We are here for a driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to the front door with nothing in your hand. We are not going away. We're headed your way to a...
Hands
Come on
up!
out with your hands up.
You're good. Come on out. Hands up.
Come
Put
on
your
out
hands
with your
up.
hands up. Bring it to the officer.
Yep. Put your hands up!
Listen, put your hands in the air. Hands up. Hands in the air. Hands in the air.
All right. Slowly walk toward me. Let's go. Right here, right here. Walk right here. Let's go. Yeah.
Walk this way. Listen to the instructions.
Hey, keep your hands up and walk out towards me. Hey, over here. Come this way. Over here. You're going to get hit with the less lethal. Get your hands up and walk toward me. Hands up and walk toward me. Hands up and walk toward me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist. Do not reach for your waist. Look at me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right. Go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Isaiah? Isaiah?
Stand up. Isaiah 10, right?
Both suspects in custody. Is Andrew there or no?
Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Is there anybody else inside?
Keep going straight.